Have you met your autonomic nervous system yet? Well, if you haven't, it's really important that you do, and it's actually really exciting that you know about it as well. So your autonomic nervous system, your ANS, is part of your nervous system. So hidden inside of your body, feeding information up to your brain. It's running in the background all of the time, the autonomic nervous system. So it's a bit like the plumbing wherever you live. You can't see it, but it's there, it's functioning. When you turn on your tap, or you run a bath, or you flush your toilet, whatever you're doing, it's there, and then you notice it, or maybe you don't. But with the autonomic nervous system, it's very much the same. It's running the rhythm of your heart. It's running how fast it beats, how slow, how appropriate to the actual situation that you're in. It has a role in your breathing, your temperature control, loads of stuff like that. The stuff that you don't think about. You don't think, I must tell my heart to beat now. Now, the only exception is your breathing, because if you do pay attention to your breathing, then that is one aspect of it that you directly can control. But of course you don't do it all the time, because you'd never have time to do anything else. Would you? If you're always thinking, I must breathe in, I must breathe out. So your autonomic nervous system is your best friend. But there is a but here. If it has been scared a lot, especially when you were a baby or a young child, it's often not very healthy. Don't know how to break that to you. So don't panic, because you can improve it. But by that, I mean that it often gets stuck a lot of the time in that big energy, fight, flight, panic, freeze even, which is being stuck but feeling all that terror running inside of you, so that your heart beats really fast, your muscles are really tense, you often breathe a lot like this. Everything is running far too fast in your system. Now, if there's a tiger and it's about to jump out at you or chase you, then that's brilliant. Or if you need to leap out of the way of a car that's coming at you, that's exactly the state you want to be in. But if you're just sitting on your sofa, maybe with your partner, your child, your pet, and you're watching something on Netflix or whatever you watch, and your heart is racing and you are struggling to breathe and you're very hot, then that is not optimum, is it, at all? In fact, it's flipping uncomfortable, as I know. I used to experience it so much of my life. Now, the other state that is very normal, if you are at severe threat of dying, is shut down. So your autonomic nervous system, if it perceives, based on other things that have happened in your life, that somebody taking a certain tone of voice with you and using particular phrases feels like, so it is not, feels like a direct threat to your life, then your autonomic nervous system, your ANS, will flick you into shutdown, which is a very weird feeling. It's very weird. For me, it feels like dissociation. It's sort of very falling down a bottomless pit, very spaced out. You can't think very clearly. You feel really, really weird. Now, the autonomic nervous system should also, if it's got a good efficiency and flow and ease in it, be able to deal with the current situation, react in an appropriate way to a threat to your life or direct danger, and then flow back to that state of just feeling okay, just feeling pretty calm, pretty okay, going about your business, and enjoying life. Now, for many people, I would say pretty much everyone, there is not good flow and efficiency in the autonomic nervous system. So it chronically gets into that big act, react, fight, flight, freeze, and it gets stuck there, or it chronically often crashes down to that low shutdown energy, and it can't get out very easily at all. But the good news is that with the right work, we can enable our ANS to get that efficiency and flow back that it's meant to have. And then, honestly, life feels pretty flipping wonderful and very doable because you no longer live in fear of suddenly getting really bad stress, really bad anxiety, and not being able to get rid of it. Very low energy, shut down, feels miserable. I always say it's a bit like, feels like falling down the bottom of a well and you cannot get out of it. So yes, very good news. Part of the work that I do, in fact, one of the first things I offer my clients is, would they like to be able to create efficiency and flow in their autonomic nervous system, because it's so life-changing and life-enhancing.